It was a deadly black summer many will never forget. 33 lives lost, over 3,000 properties destroyed and over 10 million hectares of land burnt. Now, after 8 months, the Royal Commission into Natural Disaster Arrangements providing over 80 recommendations, including giving the federal government the power to declare a state of national emergency, allowing them to take action without a state request for assistance.
This is not about the federal government coming in, taking over, fighting fires or doing swift river rescues. The states are the best ones to do that. They are the professionals.
It is always best when governments work together and be focused on the challenges at hand.
The Royal Commission has also called for the nation's aerial firefighting fleet to be boosted, reducing the reliance on overseas water bombers.
But as we've seen an overlap of seasons between the North and Southern Hemisphere, the Commission has said that it would be wise for us to build on that fleet.
States are also being urged to bolster response capability, including a national register for firefighting equipment and employment protections, but not pay for volunteer firefighters. It calls for approvals to be sped up for land management and hazard reduction burns, improved coordination, including a disaster advisory body. The Royal Commission also calling for governments to produce climate projections to assess risk, better harmonise data across the states and territories, and improvements for disaster recovery, including reform to fundraising, donations and financial responses.
If a punter wants to give $500 to a disaster victim, they expect that $500 to go to them, less some admin costs. And I think we need to make sure that there's clear transparency of the charity sector.
The Bushfire Royal Commission has called for all of the recommendations to be adopted as a whole, arguing it will have its biggest impact if implemented as an entire package.
The government does not intend to take a backward step on this. Possibly as early as next week, Cabinet may be in a position to approve recommendations.
The Labor leader remains critical, though, of the government's handling of the last summer's fires.
People still living in temporary accommodation. We have land that still hasn't been cleared. It's not good enough.
This is about people, not politics. The report has been done very quickly. We've had interim findings in August, and this now is the baseline for us to which to work from.
Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.